Hello, so in this video I'm going to talk about a problem that's becoming more and more frequent, which is calendar invitations sent to personal gmail.com addresses not being received. So sometimes they'll go to spam, sometimes they might be rejected completely. So on this page here you can see a blog post by Google, and it says here, important, starting February 2024, Gmail will require the following for senders who send 5,000 or more messages a day to Gmail accounts. Now, what it doesn't say here is that this actually affects anyone sending any email or calendar invitations to any personal Gmail account. You can see that a little bit lower here, requirements for all senders, as opposed to sending 5,000 or more messages a day. So all senders from the 1st of February sending email to Gmail accounts must meet the requirements here. So the first thing is that you need either SPF or DKIM email authentication set up for your domain. Now, if you're using Google Workspace, this usually won't be a problem because Google will sign messages with DKIM automatically for you. However, if you're using a domain that you purchased elsewhere, you might have to go and set that up manually. If you're sending, again, from a personal Gmail account, this doesn't apply. This is for people who are sending email from non-Gmail addresses to personal Gmail accounts. So, first of all, I need SPF or DKIM set up. And there's various other requirements, but these are the important ones that you need to cover. So, for instance, if you're using an Outlook address as your Gmail or your Google Calendar account, you will have problems because Google is sending your invitations as if they're coming from Outlook. But Google doesn't manage your email, it's Outlook that manages your email. So these will be rejected by many platforms and personal Gmail accounts. If you're using your own custom domain like example.com and you own that domain, then you can set this up with your provider where you bought your domain name, and I'll show how to do that with OVH as an example. So just to recap, we're going to have to set up, or at least check, that SPF and DKIM are correctly configured, and we also then have to go and check the DMARC records. So here we've got SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. So DMARC is the one that's being enforced as of the 1st of February, and DMARC basically tells a receiving server what to do if your messages fail SPF, DKIM, or both. So in this section, I'm going to show you how to check whether your email and calendar invitations are correctly configured. So what I've done is I've sent an invitation from my domain to a personal account. So once I've received, obviously if you don't receive the invitation, you know you've got a problem and you need to check out the rest of this video where you configure SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records for your domain. So here, this is my domain, and again I've sent this to a personal Gmail account, which is where the problems are currently arising. This will, of course, also affect your invitations that are sent to Yahoo or Outlook users. So, before my battery dies, I go to Show Original. And what we want is pass for SPF, pass for DKIM, and of course for DMARC too. So if all of these three pass, that's fantastic. If one of these two passes, that's still okay, but not ideal. So if these are not correctly configured, then you need to proceed with the rest of this video. Let's just have a check, first of all, on the DMARC tool. So this is, I'll include these links in the description. So I'm going to check my own domain here, one of my domains. So check domain. Now this will tell me that I have, thankfully, a valid DMARC record. So here we can see the details. So I have a DMARC record, but it says it doesn't prevent abuse. This is because I've set it to none. If that was set to quarantine, then messages would go to spam if they fail either SPF or DKIM. If it was set to reject, they would just not be received at all. You don't need to include these other details, but I'll explain that a bit later. Most importantly, however, we've got SPF set up, and you can see it says details is that mail is authorized to come from google.com, and DKIM is set up with a public key here. So what that corresponds to, if I go, for instance, to my OVH domain configuration, you can see here that I've added a record here for GCalTools.com, and I've added exactly the recommendation that Google provides, which is this. I'll include all of this in the description. So this is a valid SPF record, basically saying that email from my domain can be sent by Google, since I now have a Workspace account that I'm using for GCalTools.com. On the second page, you can see here that I've also set up obviously my MX, which is my mail configuration to use Google servers. I've set up a DMARC record here that doesn't quarantine or reject any emails. And I've set up DKIM2 with a text record here. And this signs messages. Basically, I've configured Workspace, I'll show you how to do that as well, to sign messages which are then checked against this public key to ensure authenticity. Now, doing all of this means that your calendar invitations will be received. They won't be rejected, they won't be sent to spam. And I'm going to show you how to do this, first of all, in Google Workspace. So here's a document telling you how to add your SPF record at your domain provider. So you can see here, this is exactly the text that I used. So what I did here was I went to OVH, I clicked add an entry, I added a text record, I filled in the subdomain as it was indicated on that page and a value, and then I just clicked next and added that record. So the same now goes for DMARC. So this document tells you how to do that. And again, if I go to my cloud, that is the line that I had to add here as a DMARC record. Again, you've got the domain that needs to be _DMARC dot and then your domain name. And then this information here, which tells receiving servers what to do if you fail DKIM and or SPF. So as you can see, I've set this all up correctly here. And if I go to my Google admin, this is the DKIM authentication section in Google Workspace Gmail. So I selected my domain. I clicked generate new record, which generates this public key and a domain key. I copy and pasted those here into, again, add an entry. Here I've got DMARC. So you fill in all these details, the subdomain, you can leave this one as default. Again, I'll include full documentation for all of this. The important thing is that when you go to the DMARC checker, it tells you you've done a great job for SPF and DKIM. Now, the error here is not important. That's just telling me that I'm not rejecting or quarantining any email, which is the essential first step. Once you've got everything working and you've tested by sending mail to a Gmail account that's unrelated to your account, you can then check whether your emails are passing or not. Now, if you're using Google Workspace and you have other domains, for instance, here's another domain. I also set this up for my alternate domains so that I can reply from these domains in my Workspace account, in my Workspace email account. So basically that's how to set it all up and ensure that your calendar invitations are received correctly. Again, just to recap, we want SPF to pass, DKIM to pass, and we want a valid DMARC record. Even if it says P equals none and you get this little warning, that's fine. This will ensure that your calendar invitations to personal Gmail accounts are correctly received. Thank you for listening, and again, I'll put all the links necessary for checking all of this in the description.